C'était moi qui ai le
నే అవకాశం అది వీడియో ఉంటుంది అబ్బా నేను తీసుకున్నాను సరే నువ్వు వెళ్ళిపో అడుగు
No more. No more. Oh my God.
అలా వీడియో తీసుకోవాలి మీరు ఒక్కసారి చూసుకోండి
I can take the photo for you guys if you want to all be in the video. Okay.
అలా అట్టే పెట్టు
Eesha, picture.
Sure.
Sorry. And this.
నా ఫోన్ ఇవ్వన్నా నాకు ఫోన్ కావాలి ఎవరంటే కాల్ చేయాలి Hey,
Eesha.
అంటే టూర్కి కనబడుతున్నాడు ఎడిస్తా టికెట్
These ones, this Jurassic Park is not as bad as Sonic, but like, true. Thank you.
ఎవరేంటారు
Friendship.
Okay, we got the stroller. Hi everyone, we are at the Universal Studios. And wow, issue? Wow, issue? ఆ లెగ్స్ పైన పెట్టుకో, బ్యాక్ పైన పెట్టుకో లెగ్స్. పెట్టనీకి ఉంటుందా స్పేస్? Ishu, show me your honeybee. Where's your honeybee? Wow. Got a honeybee. Weather is so beautiful. Later. You say hi first. Say hi. Later, we'll buy later. ఉండనిలే, ఉండని. అది ఒక్కటే కదా చిప్స్. Okay. We are thinking to buy a double stroller. So beautiful. Tup, 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 tup. Okay, let them take stroller. I will go into the store, Universal Studio store. Let me explore the store. Okay. It's Jurassic Park theme, Jurassic World. These are cute accessories. That's the lemon. clownfish. Lollipop. So cute. Nice souvenirs. LA. LA. Cute stuff we'll see, guys. Colorful popcorns. Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. ఏమొద్దు నేను మాట్లాడు వాటర్ వరల్డ్ అంట I can see the water world. This is a phone. నేను ఫోటోలు తీయాలంటే నీ దగ్గర పెట్టుకో
లేదు అది ఇచ్చానికి ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు
వద్దు నేను మాట్లాడతా నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నా I can see a Hello Kitty over here. That's so cute. Let's see what's inside. Wow.
Before they open the door.
That's a cute stuff, guys. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so cute. Wow. It's so cute. And over here, minion, 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 minion bag, minion water. Hello there. Dragon. Wow. This is Hello Kitty again. Let's go out and see. Cute stuff. Look at that right over there. Box office. Universal Plaza.
Yes. Yes, there is. I have a QR code right here. Actually, scan.
Huh? Child phone. Edunaru? Wow. Isha's getting some snacks, eating some snacks. Okay. ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాడు ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ పోయింది. సో రింగిల్ రింగిల్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఉంటుంది చూడు. Snack bar. What is this? Dollhouse. Cabby's dollhouse. I can see Harry Potter, Tom. Kung Fu Panda Adventure. ఇది రైడ్ అనుకుంటా కదా, థియేటర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. ఆయన చూడు పిల్లలతో నొప్పించుకుంటున్నాడు. ఆయన కూర్చొని ఆర్డర్ చేస్తాడు. ఐస్ క్రీమ్, ఐస్ క్రీమ్, ఎనీవన్ ఐస్ క్రీమ్. నా ఫోన్ ఉంది కదా. ఫాస్ట్ అండ్ ఫ్యూరియస్.
Hello. Hello.
హ్యారీ పాటర్కి వచ్చాం. హ్యారీ పాటర్, హ్యారీ పాటర్, హ్యారీ పాటర్, హ్యారీ పాటర్.
అది ఏదైనా చెప్పుకుంటాను. అదే మనకి ఏంటంటే లైవ్ నడిచేంత వరకు లోపల పోలేమని.
అయితే హ్యారీ పాటర్ లోపల పోదాం, మొత్తం వ్యూవే కదా అని.
రైట్స్ ఏమి టైం పడేయంట చాలా ఇది వస్తాను రైట్స్.
ఓకే,
నేను అంటే అట్లా అంటే రైడ్ పోయినామంటే
ఆఫ్ చేయాలి కదా, అందుకని చూపిమంటుంది ప్లేస్.
ఆఫ్ చేసి రైడ్ వచ్చేద్దాం. రైడ్ ఎక్స్
నేను ఎట్లా పెద్ద పెద్ద ఎక్క, నేను కూర్చుంటాను దాంతో. ఇదైతే నేను ఎక్క, నాకు తెలుస్తుంది. ఏ ఫన్ ల్యాండ్ అంట అక్కడ, అది పోదామా?
వాడు ఏమన్నా చెప్తాను పబ్లిక్ ఏదో 10-15 minutes వచ్చి రైడ్ అయిపోతుంది.
సూపర్ మారియో ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది? అది ఫన్ ల్యాండ్ కూడా మంచిగా ఉంది, ఇట్లా క్యాండీ ఉంది.
అది కొత్త పెట్టినంట. అది మొత్తం ఏరియా మొత్తం సూపర్ మ్యాన్ ఉంటుంది.
అవును, ఆ ఏరియా మొత్తం ఉంటుంది. ఈ కిడ్స్వి కూడా పోదాం షాయల్.
6 members
మా మమ్మీ ఉంటుందా? నాకు ఇక్కడ ఒక ఫోటో కావాలి. నువ్వు లైవ్ పట్టుకో, నేను ఫోటో దిగుతాను.
మనకి తొందర వచ్చినావు. Oh ja, ich bin.
Wow. So cute. Oh. Wow.
Say hi.
Isha, shake handy. Shake hand, shake hand. Huggy, huggy.
Chill out here. Please. Here. Take one. Go. Picture. No, get closer, mommy. Party. No, get closer. There, smile. Melanie, this way. I say thank you.
Eesha, wow.
Well, it looks like that's your cue to leave. Anyway, I'd say it's been great, but you know, who are we kidding?
Nope, na gusto ko signal mo to. Eesha, akan
Anyone in the door?
Wow, Eesha.
Express 5 minutes అంటే 5 minutes అయిపోతుందంటే మరి ఎక్కువసేపు ఉండాలి అది 5 minutes అయిపోతుందంటే 20 minutes అయిపోతుంది ఓకే we'll see actually this cartoon yes cartoon here train look here train you have train here stand stand stand
I mean, if you weren't so bad at singing. All right, I'm gonna go see what's going on next door. The bunny rabbit who's thinking the superhero. Can you imagine?
Eesha, wait. Eesha. Eesha, you have to wait here. Yeah.
Good news and great news. The good news is we found Max in Duke's apartment. The great news is I found a friend. Look at this fluffy son of a gun. He could be my twin. Hello, handsome. Oh, no.
Here. Oh, cut. How many? Dami we get it.
5.
5 ke moment.
If one, then
Sorry, we have to yell at it till they hear. It'll just stay there. This place would be walled up garbage trucks and mail if it wasn't for us. Wow! It's like a never-ending stream of puppies! Are we sure these aren't just the same puppies from before? No way! I'm saying you can't tell. How about they have collars? That means they don't have homes! Okay, well, maybe Snowball can help them get out. Yeah, he does this kind of thing all the time. And it usually works out fine.
Eesha, da.
Whoa.
నాకు అదే అది చూసుకున్నాను.
The perfect cover for my superhero activities. Also, these are your kids. But I really hope you puppies are clean. I don't even want to tell you what happens if the superhero gets dirty. I mean, I'll be fine, but Molly can get seriously grounded or lose cell phone privilege. I mean, come on, look at you. Now, you definitely got fleas, don't you? And that's cool, because I got two. So you can tell me, psych, I don't have fleas. That nigga was my man. My superior buddy brain just tricked you. Okay, so, to find your home, need the greatest money right here.
ఆ పిల్లలు కూడా తీసుకున్నారు ఆ పిల్లలు.
ఏ ఈశ్వరి పక్కా వస్తాడు కూడా. మళ్ళీ నిల్చోబెట్టు. అడుగు
Yeah, a flying plane. You can go home now. You've officially sent it off. Call me guys. I've got to lose a single pup. And I know it. Okay, good one, guys. Let me We made it. Was there any doubt? I mean, honestly, this plan was crazy. It shouldn't have worked.
This is gonna be great! You're gonna be unbelievable fluffy, and you're gonna get adopted in no time.
మంచిగా ఉంది రైడ్.
Mom, Dad, look! What do you say? You want to come home with us? Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, your journey has paused temporarily. Boxes will resume motion shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, all vehicles will be resuming motion momentarily. Please remain seated with arms and legs inside the vehicle. Once again, all vehicles will be resuming motion momentarily. Please remain seated with arms and legs inside the vehicle.
అవుతుంది ఆగు.
Oh, it's so soft.
That's it! You guys got home! That's right with you!
You were tough, but I got you home.
As you return, please lift your arms and remove all movements.
Ishu, did you like it? నాకు నచ్చింది. పార్సల్ ఫాస్ట్ వెళ్ళిపో. ఏ
అక్కడ చూడు అక్కడ చూడు మినియన్ అక్కడ చూడు మినియన్ ఉంది అక్కడ ఐ విల్ షో యూ మినియన్ కమ్ సే లుక్ హియర్ Ishu, say hi here. Ishu, say hi. What's that? Isha, careful.
చూడడానికి హాయ్
అరే స్టార్ట్
Ciao, ciao.
This one's 35. Let's go this one.
Oh no, I do the same thing. I put it everywhere. You can put it on both.
Well, they're connected. Oh, so I'm
Sorry.
Well, I mean, you can download the app and have it here. And then, so, like, if it's you go to where you're talking about.
Ano ba? రెస్ట్ రూమ్ వేసి వస్తాం. ఇది స్కూబీ డూబీ ఉండే అన్న అయిపోయింది కాదు వేషం వేసుకొని ఉండేవాడు.
అచ్చా లైట్లే.
అప్పుడు వాడు వచ్చి ఇంకోటి వచ్చి డాన్స్ ఆడు వాడు పోస్ట్ గేట్ పడి
ఆ మిర్రర్ లో I'm so fat అని అడుగుతుంది. No, you're beautiful. I take anxiety medicine, that's why I became so fat అని అంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏడికి మ్యూట్లో నా ఫోన్
ఉంది. వెయిట్ చేయ చల్లాడు వస్తాడు. రైడ్ ఉంది. ఎటు వాడుదా
జస్ట్
అటు
ఇది ఉంది పాట
లేదు లాస్ట్కి
ఇవి పిల్లలే
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే
ఈ రెండు పిల్లలే
ఓకే.
దాని హైట్ కూడా రాలేదు.
ఓకే
ఇది పోవచ్చు సారీ ఇది పోవచ్చు పాండా
ఏడు
ఇటు ఇటు
నీ సైలెంట్కి వెళ్ళి
అది ఇట్లా పడ్డా
ఇది ఏం కనిపిస్తుంది నాకు.
అది నైట్ ఛార్జింగ్ అయిపోయింది.
ఓ అట్లా కానీ ఏం కనిపించకపోతే మనకి ఎట్లా తెలుస్తుంది? ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టుకుందామా?
లేదు అది
అగో ఒక డాగ్ ఇష్యూ. ఓ there is a line. వావ్
స్కూబీ డూ నాకు తెలియదు. అటుకెళ్ళరా బాబీ మీరు ఇవ్వండి మళ్ళీ ఫోటో ఫోన్ మీరు ఇవ్వండి మరి ఫోన్ పోండి. ఇది కట్టుకోండి పవర్ బ్యాంక్ కూడా తీసేసి పెట్టేస్తా.
వద్దు వద్దు అది ఈ ఫోన్ పెట్టద్దు. పవర్ బ్యాంక్ ఇట్లా పట్టుకున్నట్టు సరే
సింపుల్ అది ఇది. వాటరా Kissing. Flying
You should give kiss. No, actual kiss. Okay, దాని solo. You should go. One photo.
Solo photo.
Solo photo.
Single photo.
Go hug.
You should say hi. Bye. Come. ఇట్లాంటి కావాలి. ఇక్కడ కూర్చో. మళ్ళా వెళ్ళకపోతా.
Go. That's crazy వచ్చింది.
అరే ఇంకోటి ఉంటాను మేడం అది భయపడతాయి ఏది పట్టుకో ఉల్టా పెట్టు
పెట్టి నా చేతి
ఎక్కువ ఫోన్ పెట్టు సార్ ఛార్జింగ్ అని ఆన్ అయింది
Tell. Light.
There it is. Or bright. That's what it is. Okay, perfect.
ఇది అందుకే తిప్పొద్దు
Bright. That works out. Okay. That works out.
ఇగో ఇట్లా అయినప్పుడు ఇది
We
సెంటర్
bound it together. We want those.
అర్థమేనా ఎమ్మొత్తు ఇది కొంచెం కిందికి కొంచెం
How many
కింది పట్టు దీంతో కంట్రోల్ అవుతుంది కంట్రోల్ కానీ
caramel one? This is the mocha one. I did the best of both ones. You just want a caramel mocha? No. Those are there. Yeah, they're separate. Oh, we don't want
ఇదే కదా నువ్వు చూసుకో మంచిగా ఆ పాప మనకి గట్టిగా తీసుకోవాలి అంతే కానీ నీకు ఇదే బెస్ట్
What's going on? What are you doing? What's happening? What's good? What's great? See you later.
ఇదైతే ఆఫ్ చేసేసాం కొంచెం మరి కొంచెం వెనక ఆన్ చేయాలా
Hello, good morning. cheating. You like the Lakers too. Yeah, she's on the phone. Keep it down.
చూసుకోమని అయిందా?
Cheese, squad goals. Squad goals right here. Squad goals of cheese. On the phone, please keep it down. Hi, hello, good morning.
ఫోటో ఇస్తావు లే నువ్వేమో
Oh yeah, it's like a dimensional thing.
మేము ముగ్గురు దగ్గర
It's easy having
మీ ముగ్గురు దగ్గర అన్న
cheese.
నాకు వద్దే.
See you later. Hi, hello, good morning. What did you bring? Hi, Eesha. Eesha, I'm Donkey. Hi, hello. Hello. Thank you for waving. Can you tell me how old? Can you tell me how old you are, Eesha? You can. I'm waiting.
Is it time?
One.
Is it
Are
time?
you niner?
3.
3 years old. Eesha, congratulations. I'm 3 as well. Look. My friend Eesha. Your house. Squad goals. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm like so good. Wow. You guys are all cheese. They're like, we don't go. Oh wow. And you was kind of fall. Glad you're here.
ఏయ్ పెట్టి తర్వాత. ఆరెంజ్ పెట్టి. What's the height? Oh, is it?
Hi, come on in. Is that good? Make sure you use the toilet before you go in from the lobby.
Hey, look at him with the steady cam now.
Yeah.
Those actually are fascinating. I see you walk by him. Because you always think of him as those great big things and everything.
Yeah. Technology. Come. We are Kung Fu Panda.
Well, we know who's in charge.
Yeah.
Right there. Have a great time.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy yourselves. Welcome, everyone. Still learning.
Kayak mulian tuh nana.
Yeah.
Angkat aku.
మీకు రైడ్ అని చెప్పి మూవీ అని చెప్పి Kung Fu Panda.
కొన్ని బ్యాగ్లు వేసుకోవాలి
ఇవి ఫోన్ ఇచ్చిందా ఉన్నాయి
నేను పెట్టుకోవాలి ఇలా నా లాక్
వద్దు ఇక ఎడిగో కొన్న ఎడిపోతాయి सेट के देखो आ जाओगी నెట్ పోయినట్టుంది ఎవరో పోయారు నెట్ పోయినట్టుంది అందరు పోయారు 3 Oh yeah. Anything is fine. You want to go first? Oh, thank you.
Aman, ini nak ke jalan tu.
मंसीरा द फूड चलो
కాదని తినాలో థియేటర్ ఏదో థియేటర్
అది మూవింగ్ థియేటర్
ఏదో మూవింగ్ థియేటర్ ఉండొచ్చు పాండా అంటే నాకు అక్కడికి వస్తాను
ఇది హైటే లేదు మూవింగ్ కాదు
హైట్ లేదంటే మూవీ ఇంకా మూవీ
Go, you should come. Eesha, come. క్లారిటీ బాగా వస్తుంది
సౌండ్ చెప్పండి చూసే
అది తర్వాత మన ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి
ఇంటి వారికి వాడుతూ ఆల్రెడీ
The main hammer. It's so powerful, it knocks you in the spirit realm. Hold it! Oh, you just received a message from the Emperor!
Ooh, my clever son has been asked to make a special delivery for the Emperor!
How do you know that?
Simple, I read his mail.
Is that delivery? Oh, that's important.
It's more than important. This is the liquid of ultimate power.
Well, if the Emperor needs that delivery, then we'll make sure he gets it. Right, guys? But we may not all survive. Okay.
Honey, recording for you.
She said beauty. I saw sorry guys. I think we may need some warriors that are a little, bigger.
Aww, wait, I know something fun. Let's have a tea party.
That's the boat! How about if you guys come us back up? Your service. This is gonna be great! Move inside. I must have liquid. Oh, with the main hammer, the liquid of ultimate power will be mine. Come on! Before she changes his mind. I heard that. Just kidding! Hey, buddy, can you give a stand to these doors? Eesha, all the way into the theater. The Emperor is waiting.
VIP, you're at Eesha's VIP suite.
Hey, I'm Poppy. It's almost showtime. Please step all the way to the podium. And I want to see big smiles. You can't start the show with anyone but Mr. Poppy Face.
Hi, this is Skipper. Welcome to the show, Iron Man. There's plenty of seats for everyone, so no need to push the shove. But we are on a schedule. The show's about to start. So come on, march out. Get those seats. Bumps down, people. Let's get up. Thank you. Skipper out.
Trying to cut over? We want to catch up to Stacy?
Yeah.
Hi, folks. It's me, Gingy. Please step all the way into the theater and fill all the available seats. The show is just about to begin. Oh boy, it's gonna be so much fun. First, go drop buttons.
ఇది చూసినావా మొత్తం చూడు ఎంత అటు తీరు
360. 360 యారు
అది చూడు
So good.
అది వీడు లేవే సో అలా put somewhere? Oh yeah.
సీట్ కావాలా దానికి
దా వెనకాల ఇట్లా ఇట్లా దా థ్యాంక్ యూ 4 ఉన్నాయి ఏడ కూర్చున్నాం నాకు కమ్ ఈషా కమ్
తను ఆడ కూర్చో
దా ఇడ సిట్ దానికి ఎట్లా తెలుసురా
పోయిరు అందరు పోయిందాక
ఎటు పోయినట్టుందని ఓకే క్రేజీ వ్యూ ఉంది వాళ్ళు ఏమంటారు ఏమి అసలు ఏం లేదు ఆయన తీసేస్తున్నా
యాక్చువల్గా ఏమన్నా సౌండ్ వస్తే తీయన్నాను మా ఇంటి వరకు పడిపోతుంది
Then what was in that bottle? The secret ingredient to my hot sauce. Dad, your hot sauce is awesome!
And your tongue is as formidable as your kung fu.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of training. I almost forgot! Bye, guys!
Did you like it? That was so fun.
I am Kang!
That was so fun.
Kang commands! Execute, and please remember to listen to
Very good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, right, right.
Careful, careful.
చేయమట్టుకోండి.
అదే ప్లీజ్ అందరూ ఇంకోసారి ఇక్కడ కాదు స్టోరీ కాదు Eesha, did you like it? Is it good?
So long, everybody.
అదొకటే రైడ్ చేసుకుంటాం.
It's adorable and it's air conditioning, it's fantastic. So it's nice and calming, especially after a buffet of food. I would not do the Simpsons if I were you. That is a very strong motion simulator.
Eesha, Papa. Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious.
చాలా లైవ్ చాలా నార్మల్ రైడా అంత పెద్దగా ఉంటుందా ఏడుంది ఎంట్రెన్స్
అరే ఇగో రైలు ఏదో ఫోటో తీసుకో ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కానీ మనం పోయింది ఇగో ఈ లాస్ట్ పోయినాం సిమ్సన్ పోలే సిమ్సన్స్ పోలే సిమ్సన్స్ సిమ్సన్స్
సరే తక్కువ హ్యారీ పాటర్ 15 minutes. హ్యారీ పాటర్ అవన్నీ తక్కువ
ఎంత
హ్యారీ పాటర్ అటు
ఫోన్లో చూడు ఫోన్లో కాస్త ఫోటో తీసుకో అందుకే ఇది ఎంతసేపు ఉంది 45 అది చలో దా వెళ్ళిపోదాం ఇంకా దా ఇందా
45 minutes.
ఏం కాదు పోదాం
ఫోటో దిగుతాం కానీ 45
ఏం కాదు లేదు సెల్ఫీ
అది అది
You should go and stand there. Go.
You should stand there.
Itu.
ఇంకా అలా చేస్తారేమో.
You should go and stand there.
లేదు వేరే పోదాం ఇక. దీనికి పోయేట్టు ఉన్నాయి ఇలా కానీ ఏం చేసేట్లేదంటే నేను చెప్తాను
ده مو المي تبع الباص بنطلع بالباص وبيقعد بياخذنا بمشتكينا وهيك شو ఈషు మీ బాబా ఎంతగా
దిగుతావా అసలు?
ఏ పోరా ఇప్పుడైతే ఎక్కినా ఈషు లెట్స్ గో వెయిటర్
బయటకు వస్తున్నా.
కలద్దాలివా
వస్తలేదా అన్న?
ఇటు ఇటు ఇటు
ఇప్పుడు స్ట్రైట్ ఉంటుంది ఎప్పుడు
నాకు వెయిట్ వెయిట్.
ఏడుంది పైన యా గో గో గో
నవ్వుతారు నవ్వని ఏం కాదు. అవును కాలు పని లేవు. మినిట్స్ అన్నాడు ఇదే అలా దిగి ఇన్నే
పెట్టు
స్టోర్లో ఏంటి కానీ ఏంట్రా ఏంటి
Any open spaces under the blue canopies, please?
కార్లరా kapla it tools
issue కదేరా ఇట్లా రివర్ లాగా వస్తుంది రన్వే ట్రైన్ వాటర్ బాటిల్ లేదు
Enter here, let's go. Nine of us.
Okay.
नहीं यो यो अड़ी आगुतां सर मैं माड़ी वस्तु माड़ीगा Go, go, go. Sure. Wait, wait, sure.
లే నేను లోపల పెట్టిన ఆయన అది అట్లా పెట్టుతారు చాయ్ పెట్టుకోరా
1 minute.
ఎంత ఉండే బాబు అప్పుడు
Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
మైక్ ఆఫ్ లేదా
Power bank. Study what?
great.
త్రీ డీ క్లాసెస్ అంట. హలో బాసు, 3D క్లాసెస్.
Yeah, 3D. 3D.
ఆడ తీసుకున్నాను ఇంకోటి. అవురా అక్కడ
అమ్మ 20 minutes అని చెప్పి Say yo-yo. Is she yo-yo? Yo-yo. ఇట్లా అను ఇట్లా ఇగో ఈ ఫింగర్ కూడా దిస్ ఫింగర్ దిస్ ఫింగర్ దిస్ ఫింగర్ దిస్ టూ యా యోయో దిస్ ఇస్ యోయో ఇది లేపు స్ట్రేట్ పట్టుకో స్ట్రేట్ యోయో యోయో అను No, this finger. This finger, this finger. It was like this. Like this. Itlan, yoyon. Isu, itlan, itlan. అచ్చా ఇది రైలింగ్ అంతా పట్టుకుంది నాన్న ఇప్పుడు పెట్టుకుంది దాన్నే ఇలా పట్టుకొని తిరిగింది
black I don't touch anything.
ఏమన్నా కానీ తీడేద్దాం అనిపిస్తుంది ఏంటో
అదే మంచి వస్తుంది సునామీ వచ్చిన మంచి వచ్చింది ఇట్లా సైడ్ ఇట్లా సైడ్ వస్తుంది మనం ఇట్లా షేక్ నేను ఒక ఆమె ఆమె దాంట్లోనే ఇది చిన్నది ఆ యూనివర్సిటీ చిన్నది తక్కువ రైట్స్
కొంచెం
ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్స్ లేదు స్పైడర్ మ్యాన్ లేదు ఆ లిస్ట్లో లేదు
ఏదో సెట్ అవుతున్నట్టుందా
Check. It's very loud here in the front.
Is that good?
It is exceptionally loud here in the front. So this is just going to be an audio test to make sure that you all can hear me. I will also play my music in the background here. A little bit better with the music. How's my voice sounding, y'all? A little bit better, a little bit better. I'm getting thumbs up, a little bit better. Car 2 might have one speaker out or something like that. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 check. A little bit better, y'all. Because I don't want to scream because it's already going to be getting feedback up here. Doing well, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Final call for 3 o'clock. If you need any, please raise your hand right now. We're looking good. Let's make like a tree and get out of here. Welcome on board, everyone. My name is Tim. I'm going to be your guide today. With us today is our driver, Jesse. Everyone say hi, Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Without Jesse, we'd never leave there. But thankfully, we're heading now. Welcome on board, everyone, to the World Famous Studio Tour. I also want to introduce the co-host of the World Famous Studio Tour. You can recognize it from the Tonight Show, so Jimmy Fallon. It's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'm making sure you get through this experience in one piece. You got the very best guide.
Tim.
And the greatest driver.
Jesse.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Tim.
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmy, we do have a few safety rules. First and foremost, if you're in need of assistance of any kind, whether it's a medical emergency, you drop something you fell off the side of the vehicle, if you're having any video or audio issues or anything else that requires my assistance, please let us know by reaching up and grabbing the red cord that runs down the center of the ceiling of the car. That is the emergency cord. If you pull on that, we will stop, and I'll be back to help you as soon as it is safe for me to do so. Otherwise, for the remainder of the tour, just remain seated, keep your arms legs inside the vehicle at all times. You do have your cameras ready, but hold on tight to your cameras and all other belongings. There will be sudden tramp movements, loud sounds, fire effects, and water effects throughout the tour. There are certain locations where I can't get out of the vehicle and grab something to drop us or next time to get back to. There's also certain locations where no one can get your thing back forever. So hold on to your thought. There's absolutely no smoking whatsoever on the train. If your safety, the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while on board today. But enough of the rules. To this tour, sorry. I know I already asked, but who's doing this for the first time? First timers on board? Got a first timer here, there. Very nice, welcome. Who's been here before, but it's been a super long time? Welcome back. Very nice. And who does this all the time? Yeah, we got a little widespread here. That's awesome. Whether it's the first time or 101st time, we're gonna have some fun here today. Before we get to the studio, I want to point out a few things. We have the lower lot of the theme park here to the right-hand side. That's where Super Nintendo World is, if you have to go down there. That's where Mario is. Also, hard to miss, we're building a roller coaster. That's Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. The track is done. They put it up pretty quickly, but there's still a lot more construction, a lot more testing need to be done on that attraction that will be opening up next year. But none of those attractions would exist without this one. This is the original theme park attraction for all of Universal Parks, and we've been doing the studio tour for over 61 years now. And of course, the studio tour wouldn't exist without the studio. That's a little bit older. We just celebrated our 110th anniversary. We were founded by Carl Lindley, little Uncle Carl, as his name was. He founded the company on the East Coast in 1912, and then got tired of all the rain and snow and moved out west, like the other studios. But he went one step further and founded his own city for his studio. We became Universal City on March 15, 1915. And we're still in the city. We have our own zip code, our own post office, our own fire station here to the right-hand side. Any firefighters we can leave in? Hi. I love you. Alright, bye. We also have a sheriff station up on City Walk. We got medical facilities here and daycare facilities. There's a gym here I don't go to. We got 3 Starbucks in this town and a giant theme park. Yeah, we got it all. Well, we got mostly everything. There's something your town has that we don't. And I know that for a fact, no matter where in the world you might live or how big or small your town is. You have residents. No one lives here. Rather than having residents, there are thousands and thousands of movie and television professionals coming to work almost every single day, and today's one of them. So have the cameras ready. Especially here in the front lot. The front lot is where the headquarters for Universal Pictures is. It's also where the majority of our sound stages are. Sound stages are essentially giant warehouses that are roughly 98% soundproof. So if you're on the sound stage, you're not going to hear the theme park. You're just going to hear it. The oldest and largest sound stage on the property is the first one on our tour. Soundstage directly in front of us, soon to be on our left. It's 100 years old now, and 1.4 million finished training. And some pretty famous movie sets have been built over there, like Frankenstein's Laugh back in 1931. Dracula's Castle, also built in there. Well, they built the mansion in Scarface and Clock Tower Back to the Future. Visitor Center in Jurassic Park. Town of Whoville, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and next year's scenes of movies like Elvis Retreat. Just a few of those movies, and it's all built on the inside of it. Now, the rest of the sound stations we have here in the front line are a lot smaller. They're small, but about 10 times as busy. We do so much television here in the front line. Now, some of the television shows we make air on our networks, like NBC and Peacock, our streaming service, and some of the shows we do actually air on other people's networks. Television's kind of weird like that. You'll see like multiple companies' logos appear before a show. For instance, we do a show here at the left-hand side called Hacks with Gene Smart. Hilarious show, has been nominated for 6 Emmy Awards, won multiple throughout the years. We filmed it, we created it, and it airs on Warner Brothers streaming service, HBO Max. So if you want to check that out, you can just go watch all 4 seasons on your streaming service. But also, we do a couple of our own streaming service shows here. For Peacock, we do Ted with Seth MacFarlane over here left-hand side. It's a little teddy bear. It's actually a prequel to the movies that he did with Mark Wahlberg. And they actually just finished filming, just a week ago now, for season 4 of Bel-Air over here. Bel-Air is essentially a modernized mature take of the Fresh Prince. Sergeant Barry Banks, all his shots, and great cast surrounding them. And if you haven't seen the show, you still have some time. You can just binge watch the first 3 seasons and watch season 4 when it debuts. Now, over here to the left-hand side is another very large soundstage that has featured some of the biggest movies of all time made on the inside of it. A couple of my favorites include the 1982 classic The Thing with Kurt Russell. Super scary movie, takes place in Antarctica. There is no way we're ever going to Antarctica. We just filled that building full of air conditioning, made it really cold. About 10 years after that, Steven Spielberg did the exact opposite and had a tropical rainforest built in there for Jurassic Park. And they used it for a bunch of scenes too. Little Timmy stuck the SB in the trees for breaking the rains from the way down. Lex gets sneezed on by a Brachiosaurus in there. The computer guy Nidri tries to escape to the dock to get it spat on by Dilophosaurus. That filmed in there. And Muldoon, the ranger, clever girl, gets attacked by the raptors in there. So all those scenes were outside in the Costa Rican jungle, somebody even at night in the rain, and none of that stuff is real. That's how realistic these movie sets can be. And you're going to notice it's not even just for Universal. We're a giant rental facility. So Disney will use these for their movies, Warner Brothers, Sony, Paramount. You can make a movie here. There's like a really expensive birthday party down here. Now, most recently here to the right-hand side, we did an Apple Plus show called Lutz with Maya Rudolph, hilarious show. And this is also where they're currently working on the 5-Star Weekend, that Jennifer Garner show that I talked to you about. The sound they're using today are way further. This is kind of where they have their base camps. Just keep your eyes open. Oh, and before that, we were doing a very top-secret television show here that I was not allowed to talk about. Every so often, there's a television or movie that's filmed, and they're like, hey, just ignore it. Don't talk about it until it comes out or they give us permission. Well, guess what I have permission to talk about now? The show that was filming here is called The Paper, and it's a spin-off of The Office. Yeah, it stars Domhnall Gleeson. Oscar Nunez from The Office is actually a returning character, and it's had a trailer released not too long ago. It's going to be debuting in September on Peacock. And before that, top secret movie film here called Oppenheimer, our best picture winner. So near the end of the movie, he goes to the White House to talk to the president. The Oval Office was a set inside that soundstage. Before you ever start filming anything, though, your movie or television show has to go through a planning process called pre-production. That's what we call everything that you do before you start rolling cameras. A lot of pre-production happens in the buildings to our left-hand side. Now, these buildings are currently office spaces for some of the top writers, directors, and production companies. But before they were offices, these were actually dressing rooms for Hollywood's biggest stars, like Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, Lucille Ball, people like that. That's mainly because all actors up until around 1960 or so would sign a contract with just one studio at a time. Whereby it appears they were only working for and at that studio. They were a universal actor, so the dressing rooms didn't need to move. They were practically apartments. Today's movie stars are way too mobile, so they have trailers that will be their dressing rooms for wherever they're making movies at. But today, these are now office spaces to companies like Illumination Entertainment, Francis McMee, Minions, Sequels, the Pets, Samara with this movie. Mark Platt's office down there to the left-hand side. He produces a lot of musicals, including Wicked and Wicked for Good. He also just did our live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon, so he's been very, very busy these past few years here. But beyond the production bungalows, we have constructed even more sound stages. These are relatively new as well. These are about 8 years old compared to the 80-year-old ones we saw just a few seconds ago. And in the 8 years, there's been a lot that's filmed in here you recognize. The first thing was called Hairspray Live, a live musical on NBC with Matty Valley, Jennifer Hudson, Ariana Grande. Since then, the revival of Will and Grace filmed in there, America's Got Talent, a bunch of commercials and other television shows. And currently, you'll notice the parking space names say St. Dennis Medical. That is a comedy on NBC that stars David Allen Greer and Wendy McClendon-Covey.
Oh, I love a good buzzword with a Coachella type vibe. St. Dennis Regional Medical. St. Dennis Regional Medical. She's just quirky.
St. Dennis Medical, all episodes streaming on NBC. St. Dennis Medical has the first season on and second season what they film inside there. And here to the right, you actually see they have some of their set already constructed and set up for them to film a little bit later on next week. And this is going to be the first stop on the backlot part of the tour. The backlot's where we do the big stuff, the large exterior scenes for our productions at an extremely large scale. And it doesn't get much larger in the world than these metropolitan sets. They could be any city you need it to be, any season you need it to be, and any time period, right? Maybe you need to go to the past. Or maybe you need to go back to the future. Y'all, this is the road that Marty got the car up to 88 and it's struck by lightning and sent back to the future, 1985. Or 55. Depending on how you're looking at it. Welcome to Courthouse Square, which was Hill Valley, and Back to the Future are 1 and 2 with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. As we come to a stop, I want you to take a look over to the left, but then look back up at your screens. You're going to see the building does indeed look different. That is because when it came out in 1985, our clock tower became one of the most famous and recognized movie sets ever constructed, and directors didn't like it that you kept on recognizing it in other movies. So we had to change it. We did not tear it down, we just put up another wall in front of it. So if you were to tear off those bricks, you would see the original clock tower right behind it. And it was just made famous in Back to the Future. It was not built for that movie. You saw in previous movies we did, like Psycho 2, Gremlins from Warner Brothers filmed on here around the same time. Even the 1962 classic To Kill a Mockingbird with Gregory Peck. The courthouse in To Kill a Mockingbird is the clock tower, Back to the Future. It's the same exact building. The riot scene in Bruce Almighty actually filmed out here with Jim Carrey. They just took the clock down so you stop recognizing it. It works pretty well if you need a small town like Hill Valley, California was, but sometimes you need a little bit bigger of a town. You know, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York City. Well, you can film in the real cities, or you can just film right here. Right? It's a lot easier to film on this road and pretend you're in the Big Apple than actually film there. Just ask Jimmy Fallon, right? He films in New York City for his show. Hey
everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. One's got mugged over there. An old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here. Yeah, that's cool, guys. I was just, just walking. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
And y'all, there have been thousands of movies, television shows, commercials, music videos filmed out here over the last 90 plus years. Big action movies like Transformers with Michael Bay, Decepticons blowing these things up, pretending they're Los Angeles. You can see it in Captain America: The First Avenger, where it's 1940s New York. You can see it play itself in American Ninja Warrior. And I will tell you a little bit more about this concrete jungle set in a bit. What we're going to be doing next is we're going to take you to a different jungle called Skull Island to see our buddy King Kong. Here's Academy Award-winning director Peter Jackson to tell you about it.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 12 years old. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in scenes. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island with monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. It was great to have you along for the ride. Now we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet.
Well, we are in front of entry off. Please remain seated. Arms, legs, and vehicle. Hold on tight to belongings. Get out and grab anything. And feel free to take pictures and video throughout the experience, but we do actually turn off the flash. The flash doesn't help your photos. It's just going to blind every single person around you. You don't want to do that. Welcome to the home of King Kong, Skull Island.
ഇതെന്ത് മോട്ടറേ Never tried. They said it's very well.
Is that cool or is that cool? That's pretty cool. Alright, we are now done with the 3D glasses for the rest of the tour. We do want you to hold on to them though. We're just going to cycle all of them once in the back. That epic battle was produced by director Peter Jackson and created by a company in New Zealand that he actually helped found called Weta Digital, now known as Weta Effects. They're mostly a visual effects company for music television shows, but they also, help us create some theme park attractions. They've won 70 Academy Awards for visual effects over the years on King Kong, as well as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They also won it for Disney's Return to the Book of Jon Favreau and James Cameron's Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water. They know what they're doing. And that's just what they won Academy Awards for, right? They've worked on every big movie the last 20 years. You've definitely seen something that they have done. Now, what they could do is pretty much what we saw, right? Create entire movie scenes with a computer, creatures with a computer, and they do it extremely well to make it seem as if it just kind of seamlessly blends with the thing that they actually film with the camera. But sometimes you have to film something and change it later on with the use of visual effects. If you know you're going to do that ahead of time, you'll use what is called a green screen. A green screen is what it sounds like. It's a giant green or even blue wall. Bright green and bright blue are two colors that don't naturally appear in anyone's skin tone. So what they'll do is they'll put it in front of whatever you don't want to see, and then they'll delete that color in a computer, and no one's face is going to be deleted along with it, right? So that way you can then replace it with what you want to. For instance, Disney had to do that out here for one of the movies that I mentioned, Captain America: The First Avenger. Now, the scene that they filmed out here was actually Steve Rogers chasing after a Hydra assassin, jumping from car to car in 1940s New York City. Well, there's one of our buildings out here that doesn't belong in the 1940s. You're going to see it down this first road here to the left-hand side. It's a big blue glass skyscraper. You'll see it there on the left. So rather than tear that thing down and rebuild it, they discovered it with a green screen and change it with a computer to turn into a construction site that just blends into the background. Right? That's the kind of stuff that you could do out here to make the buildings a little bit taller, the roads a little bit longer, kind of give the idea that you're in a real city. But if you want to physically change these buildings, it's pretty easy. All the brick and stone on here is a thin sheet of plastic with fiberglass. So if you don't like it, peel off, put up something else. That's why those action movies film out here. You can destroy these things. We don't care. Fate of the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and Furious movies, running cars into the buildings. You're never wrecking anybody's day by doing that. The whole idea, though, is we try to put in as much work as possible so that you don't notice anything in the background is off, right? You want to make it seem as if it's just like you walked into the city and started filming there. So it's weird to think that the better we do our jobs, the less credit that we're going to get. But that's why you stick around for the credits and see all buddies' names that roll by. But I want you to notice this piece of art, right? Now, there might be a lot of work put into this, but it was just by one man, artist Tristan Eaton. Tristan Eaton is a Los Angeles native who's now worked all over the globe and has a permanent showing in the Museum of Modern Art. He did this entire monster mural himself with nothing but spray paint. Phenomenal work. And we owe a lot to those monsters. That's one of the reasons why we had that commission, is because all of what we see here in the backlot exists because of those monsters and their success during the Great Depression. During the Great Depression, a lot of movie studios didn't survive and had to sell land just to keep going. But we didn't have to. So over the years, while the other studios have maxed out their space and have to tear things down to build something new, we've never had to do that. So we have the biggest movie sets, we've got the oldest movie sets, and we have the newest sound stages. And we're just building more. We got a whole bunch over here to the left-hand side. Now those have been very busy this summer. That's where we do 2 shows on NBC. One is Happy's Place. You see it underneath Soundstage 3. That's Reba McEntire show. She's been working on season 2. And she's also a coach of The Voice this season, which also films over there. The Voice is a hip hop competition show with coaches Michael Bublé, Kyle Horn, Snoop Dogg, and Reba McEntire this year. It's also been a pretty busy summer here in the theme park with the, all of our celebrations. It's actually a big year for movie anniversaries. 40th anniversary Back to the Future, 30th anniversary of Apollo 13 from Ron Howard. And it's actually the 50th anniversary this year of my personal favorite summer movie of all time. The movie came out June 20th, 1975, and it's Jaws. Yeah, the biggest shark himself is 50 years old. And to celebrate the 50th anniversary, we're going to head over to the beaches of Amity Island. Now, alright, I do have to tell you, technically Amity is closed because of a shark that was found yesterday. But I came in this morning, they told me they caught the shark, and they're actually going to be opening up the beaches. That's not open yet, but I know the guy in charge. It's my buddy George. George is a police officer. He's been doing the final sweep of Amity Island, and he's going to be opening up, I want to say around 1 o'clock. We are a little early, but I'm going to speak talking him to open it up early first. You can see here on the right, that's the shark that they caught last night. And I'm going to find George. That's his boat. He's on his boat. Was he shopping? The shops are closed, I believe. Where is it? If you see George, let me know. Is he on the beach already? Oh, that's a big shark. Stay in the tram. These are massive shark, Jesse. This thing is huge. Wait, is George in the water? Uh-oh. That's not good. George! George? You okay? He's fine. Jesse's
we're just gonna pull forward. We're gonna park over here next to the barrels of gasoline in the dock. Okay, we have bait attached that took the whole pot and knocked the gas off. Oh, yeah. Hey, don't touch the gasoline. Don't touch that. That's not good. Let's spread it. Don't panic. Stay seated. We're gonna call the fire department. Never mind. We're gonna leave right now. You're gonna need a bigger train. Congratulations, everyone who survived Bruce the Shark. Good old Bruce. I'm gonna hang on the window. Don't tell my boss. Hi. How's it going? I got a question for you all. If you know the answer, just let me know there. What kind of shark is Bruce? What is he? No, he's plastic. He's a plastic. No, you're out of the ground. That is a plastic great white shark. Jaws is being re-released in theaters around the country later this month, actually, in just a few weeks here. If you haven't seen it on the big screen, not a lot of us got a chance to see it back in 1975, so I'm very excited and terrified to see it on the big screen. You can also watch it from home, though. It's available on Peacock. You can also own it digitally if you go to a website called uphe.com, which I'll tell you more about later. But when you watch the movie, you'll notice not only do you see mechanical sharks like we have here in the tour, you'll see real great white sharks in the movie. That's mainly because you can film nature, do whatever nature's going to do. So in Jaws, they're just swimming through the ocean. You just can't control or predict what it's going to do. So if you're doing a movie with a shark, you probably have to create a shark, right? Like Steven Spielberg did, like we did in the studio tour. Or like he did with Jurassic Park, right? You're not going to have, just the idea of dinosaurs. You want to show us dinosaurs. You have them created with a computer and animatronics. There's also a tropical rainstorm happening through half the movie in Jurassic Park. That's another thing you don't want to try to predict or control, the weather. We're going to show you how we can create it, though, here in Mexico. You wouldn't hear thunder on set because you want to be super quiet and hear your actor, but all the effects are here so you can record on your phone. We have a bit of thunder, a bit of lightning, and now for the rain. We get this rain by using a super high-tech, sophisticated system called sprinklers. Laser. As long as the sprinklers are above the canvas, let's see a lot of gaps between the sprinklers. That's just to show you it doesn't need to be everyone. Waiting for your camera. It's not running here off the set. But we're going to pump up the sprinklers a little bit and fill this entire area. So go ahead and turn on the other sprinkler. Go ahead. We're going to hold it right. About 10,000 gallons of water here. There's the giant tanks on top of the hill. Just like this scene would be big fat water. Also a antibiotic for recommunities. You can also see the float in a couple of music videos. The songs Father Most by Rico Faces and Judas by Lady Gaga. Both have music videos that feature our film. This section of Old Mexico was Mexico and Nacho Libre. This is also the pirate city of Tortuga in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean version of the Black Pearl. So a lot of our favorite movies can use the same exact set, but we're either focused on the actor so much you never recognize the background, or they just change it so much you don't recognize it. You might recognize this area, though. These are some of the oldest, most widely used movie sets of all time, called 6 Points, and they're still being used. In fact, Quentin Tarantino made his most recent movie out here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with Leonardo DiCaprio. Now, the movie itself takes place in Los Angeles in 1969, and Leonardo DiCaprio is playing an actor named Rick Dalton. For about 45 minutes of the movie, he is in a movie studio starring in a Western, and that was all here in 6 Points. It looks so cool. I encourage you to check it out. Just remember, it's a Tarantino movie, all right? It's extremely rated R. There's a much more family-friendly movie that was also made here, though, called Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks and Colin Farrell. That's the Disney movie about them making the Disney movie Mary Poppins, where Tom Hanks was Walt Disney. There's a flashback of the movie, though, on the author's life. She's a young girl growing up in turn-of-the-century Australia, and her father, played by Colin Farrell, is fired from his job at the bank when she shows up to save the day. That was also out here in 6 Points. Oddly enough, they didn't really change any of the sets for both of those movies. They just added dirt on the ground to make it dirt roads. That's pretty much all they did. Even for those big Western stars that made movies out here. Clint Eastwood, John Wayne, Otter Murphy, Jimmy Stewart, all made movies out here at some point in their career. But y'all, we are, I would say about halfway done with our studio tour at this point. This is just a reminder, if you need my assistance, remember the red emergency board is hanging above your head. Give that a pull, be back to help you, otherwise remain seated on his legs inside the vehicle. One of those Western stars I just mentioned, Jimmy Stewart, actually has this road named after him. This is James Stewart Avenue. We've already spent the good first half of our tour driving on it. It is pretty much begins actually at the front gate, goes all the way to the back gate. It's one of the longer roads here. It's also where we're doing the majority of our expansion with all the sound stages going on, because near the end of the studio we have pretty much just giant undeveloped areas that we can just build on more and more. We're not going to go all the way sound stages though, because we're already getting closer to Warner Brothers than we are to the theme park. That shows you how close WB is, but also how massive and sprawling Universal is. Now, those sound stages are actually where Jennifer Garner is working on her television show, The 5-Star Weekend. It's also where we just finished up the first season of a new Peacock show called The Burbs with Keke Palmer and Jack Whitehall. It's actually a television adaptation of the Tom Hanks Carrie Fisher movie of the same name, and they use the same exact set for the television show that they did for the movie. And I'll point it out when we drive by a little bit. Rather than showing more sound stages though, Jess is going to take us to Little Europe, which are considered to be some of the most historic movie sets you're going to see in the industry. About 102 years ago, there was a silent movie made out here called The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Lon Chaney Sr. It was one of the most impressive sets ever constructed, so we just kept on reusing it. In 1930, we used it as both Germany and France for a movie called All Quiet on the Western Front, a cultural masterpiece and our first Best Picture winning movie. And I encourage you, if you have the option to see the original All Quiet on the Western Front, you got to check it out. There's a reason why it's still known today. Also, this is where just 1 year later, we did those monster movies, starting with Dracula and Frankenstein in 1931. But I do have a feeling some of you are already recognizing these streets not as Europe, but as The Good Place in The Good Place, with Ted Danson and Kristen Bell.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead. This location, the afterlife, I've never ever seen this. You're in a good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
Yeah, how can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
So here's my honest opinion of The Good Place. Please understand, this is just my opinion. You don't need to share my opinion, you just gotta listen to it, because I'm the guy with the microphone, okay? The Good Place is the greatest show ever made. It's so good. I love it so much. It's on Netflix. Yes, it's on Netflix here in the U.S. if you want to check it out. If you're not from the U.S., you'll have to Google it. I do apologize. Streaming kind of like shifts around. We're all around the world. But if you end up watching the show and decide it's not your cup of tea, like I said, we can like different stuff. But if you watch 10 minutes of the first episode of The Good Place, you'll see Little Europe. All right, that'll be cool. You'll see a location on the studio tour. But I do hope you fall in love with the show. It's created by Michael Schur, who also created stuff like Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was a writer-producer of The Office. So if you like any one of those shows, definitely check out The Good Place. Plus, it has one of the best endings to a television show I've ever seen, because everything was planned in advance. It is so good. Also, more you walk, you'll see other locations here at the studio tour. The Metropolitan Sets actually filmed in Jaws Lake in an episode. One location you're not going to see in The Good Place is this one. This is a very unique soundstage. Now, please be seated, hold on to your stuff. I cannot get outside this soundstage. But this was built for a movie about 30 years ago now for a subway scene. Now, subway stations can be used for filming, but it's kind of expensive. You have to rent out the subway line for however long it's going to be. For a television show, that might just be a day or two, but for a movie, you might be filming there for weeks. So it's actually better to construct something that looks like a subway station. And this one, you can actually use our tram as a train. You just have to wrap it to make it look like a subway train if you need it. So this has been in here, like I said, for about 3 decades. Originally built for a movie that I'm part of our studio tour ever since. And we currently have this dress to look like a hot set. Being seated along tight your belongings, we have to see if that's a tremor or an earthquake. That's an earthquake. The only nice of you. Oh. Now that is a good example of how these things really crash in real time. That's also what we have. I'm not going to crash a submarine and come out like a good one. You're going to be like, geez, think of it like a giant complex version of a shark. Now, Steven Spielberg's shark in Jaws didn't work as well as what we just saw.
నీ పైన పడుతుందేమో అనుకున్నాను.
But he figured out enough to make it one of the biggest movies of all time. He also helped our studio tour get our Jaws attraction out of less than a year after his movie debut.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the crab. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on Universal Lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
Now, the shark sank on the literal first day of filming, and it almost doomed the production. But Steven Spielberg ended up turning into not only an amazing movie, but literal an iconic movie that we still recognize to this day. Now, the shark mainly malfunctioned because he filmed in the real ocean, and the salt of the ocean was just messing with the shark. He also filmed in real neighborhoods of Martha's Vineyard. Very typical for movies to do stuff like that, right? Film in a real location because you're probably never going to need it again. However, television shows might need the same neighborhood and same house every episode for literal years of the television show. So they're probably not going to film in real neighborhoods all the time. They're going to film in the residential streets that we have here in the back lot. One of those filmed on residential streets is Colonial Street, this one here. Now, this is where we did the recent television adaptation of The Burbs and the movie The Burbs with Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. 30 years ago, a movie came out called Casper with Christina Ricci and Bill Pullman that utilized this area. It was Nellyville with Nellie and Kelly Rowland in the Delinda video. But it's mostly recognized as Wisteria Lane on ABC's Desperate Housewives. Practically every single episode of the show filmed here. And Universal struck them a deal since it was made by a different company and it was their main neighborhood. We didn't allow anybody else to film here while Desperate Housewives was on the air, so people didn't start to recognize Desperate Housewives neighborhood in a commercial or something, as long as ABC kept all the maintenance themselves. And they did. They actually built these last 3 houses here for show that we still have. They actually tore down some of the old facades that we didn't have here, meaning false fronts where they didn't even have an interior. It was just the front of the house. It was like an old schoolyard that we had. And Mrs. McCluskey's house, this gray house with the front, they actually completely rebuilt in season 4 because it had a lot of termite damage. But they wrote in a story in season 4 of the show where a big storm comes to town. And while all the houses are damaged, Mrs. McCluskey's house was completely blown away, giving an in-world excuse of why that house was torn out and then rebuilt. Same exact thing happened to the show Super Store, the American Career. Big tornado obliterates half their store, but in real life, we tore down half their set and built Super Nintendo. Found an excuse for that one. The final episode of Superstore used this gray house here on the right-hand side. The Munsters, by the way, lived in this purple house up here on the right. And across the street from them, this light beige-colored house with blue doors is actually where Ted and Johnny live in the 7 McFarlane show Ted.
Let the festivities begin.
How many we got?
Well, let's see. We got 25.
Fantastic.
Do you think we're getting too old for this?
But come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service here. A kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume. He's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
I know it's a terrible, y'all. That show is not for children. You would find that out very quickly. If you like 7 McFarlane, you would love Ted. He's also an executive producer of the new Bird show. He loves Colonial Street. The further away from Colonial Street we go, though, it's going to start to look like we're in the middle of nowhere. This is called Wilderness Road, and that's what it's used for. We're one of the only studios that has undeveloped land like this, and at least in such area, right? So if you need to go to the forest, you don't need to. You just go to the Universal backlot and film off the side of the road here. Netflix actually did that for one of the original movies called Bird Box with Sandra Bullock. That's that monster movie where you can't look at it, so everyone's blindfolded. She tries to get the kids to safety by going days into the wilderness. They are 3 feet away from the road the entire time. There's also a really cool episode of the show 911 on Fox with Angela Bassett that features a mudslide that catches a limo in the Hollywood Hills. They use this hill, real mud, real limo, and just throw it down the hill a few dozen times. Now, anytime you have a vehicle in a movie or television show like that, it's called a picture car. It's an extremely generic term because it could be a tram, a limo, a scooter, it's still called a picture car. Some are kind of pivotal to a story. Some become characters. Think of the Time Machine and Back to the Future, right? And some, you can see at the studio tour. So as we round this corner, have your cameras ready. If you like cars, you'll love the picture cars they have at the top of the hill here. Now, as you grab your photos, just want to let everyone know we have roughly 10 to 15 minutes left of our tour. So once again, a reminder, if you need my assistance, remember that red Mercy board is hanging above your head. Get that thing will pull over back to help you. Now, if I'm talking about Universal Picture Cars, I'll talk about Fast and Furious. Right? It's a franchise built around cars. We have 11 movies in the franchise right now. It's 10 of the main franchise, 1 spin-off, Hobbs and Shaw. We are making 200 more movies. I don't know how many we're making. We're going to keep on making them, though, so don't worry about that. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone, I just want to be real with you. There was a lady reported missing in this area. Her name is Marion, and she was last seen checking into the cabin number 1 of the Bates Motel. Yeah, look to the iconic Bates Motel in Psycho House from Alfred Hitchcock's hit thriller, Psycho. Now, all this construction we see in the front of the motel here, around back, and even up by the Psycho House, this is for Halloween Horror Nights. We do a Halloween event every year. If you like Halloween, you would definitely enjoy this event. If you want more information, you can go to our website, universalstudioshollywood.com. Just make sure you go to Hollywood because Orlando also does a version. So just make sure you're looking at the right coast. Now, this is actually part of the event called Terror Train, where folks actually get a chance to walk through this area being scared by various things. You even get a closer look at the Psycho House, Norman Tone. Great. This is Norman Bates. He's kind of weird. Don't look at the guy. Norman, good to see you. How's your mom? Hey, quick question. You know a lady named Marion Crane? She was reported missing. Never mind. Just keep on going, Jesse. You took it a knife. I'm not even going to look at it. Uh-oh. I'm towards the train. Oh, that's not good. Can't see him. Is he murdering everyone in car 4 right now? Okay. That's close. You know what? He's a little upset. Let's just hang out this backyard. Welcome to the 47. Excuse me, 747 crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, a Paramount picture starring Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and Justin Chapman. And y'all, that is a real 747 that was completely destroyed on purpose for this set. Here to tell us more about the set is Steven Spielberg and the movie's production designer, Rick Carter.
The airplane that crashes is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision of Steven.
You sit down and talk about where it was. I thought, what if the 747 gets on right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're shooting right. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. What's your first one? Now, post.
Get in. And outside of what we just watched on the screens, you only see the set in the movie for maybe 3 more minutes. That is it. But Steven Spielberg knows it's not how long the audience sees something that matters. It's what they see and what it kind of set up in their mind. It can have tension, suspense, put us in the same shoes as the characters. And it's genius filmmaking because he doesn't even need to show us something for us to feel the fear and tension. Now, there's a very, very similar style of filmmaking coming from a newer director named Jordan Peele. He's done 3 movies filled with tension and suspense. Here he is to tell us about the set we get a visit from his 3rd movie, No.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, this Hollywood embassy, a gold rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the beautiful hot
Oh, what is that?
Welcome to the world.
What's going on? We're like losing power. Just remains. Yeah, nope. Getting out here. If you haven't seen Nope, you gotta watch all three of Jordan Peele's movies. He's done Get Out, Us, and Nope so far Universal. He's just a unique, standalone horror thriller, and you don't need to see anything before. The cast are phenomenal. I'm excited to see what he does next. Now, Jordan Peele's history with Universal Studios is extremely interesting. Now he's an Academy Award-winning writer, director, and producer of horror movies. But before that, he was a comedian. Yeah, he did comedy. He actually had a show on Comedy Central called Key and Peele with Keegan-Michael Key. It was a sketch comedy show. And dozens of their sketches, they actually filmed here in the Universal lot. The Metropolitan sets, even Jaws Lake and More of the Worlds for a few of them. But even before that, you know what Jordan Peele was? He was a guest fan of the studio tour, sitting in the same exact seats that you are now. He talks about coming here all the time in the summers as a kid and being terrified about Bruce the Shark coming out and eating him. And now he has his own set of the studio tour. And he's not alone in that. There's so many people that make movies and television shows here that started on a version of a studio tour, including people like Steven Spielberg himself.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. This was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom, and when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
And I'd say it was a pretty amazing career that followed it. So I hope the same thing happens for you. And I'm not and please remember, it's not just acting, it's not just directing. Those are just the more high-profile jobs that you would have on your television. There's literally thousands of people that it takes to make a movie. And like I said earlier, stick around with the credits and you'll see how many people right? And maybe you're going to be one of those people. And if you end up one of those people making a movie out here, I do have a slight request. All right? I know you're going to be exhausted. It's long hours, long days. I want you to take just 10 minutes to walk off the set of the movie you're making, find the trams driving by, because we do them every day, and give them a nice wave and smile, and shout out, my favorite tour guide is Tim. No, regardless of, we hope to see you back here. Whether you're making movies, though, or watching movies, or riding the movies, we hope to see you back here very, very soon. But that is going to conclude the movie studio tour. Everyone who did it, you all back to this. Special thanks to our annual pass holders on board. So seeing some familiar faces on the track. If you want to pass holder like them, it's very simple. You take your ticket to the Universal box office, big tall tower, the center of the park. They show you how you can extend your ticket to an annual pass that will come back throughout the year on the studio tour. Also, if you haven't already downloaded the Universal Studios Hollywood app, I encourage you to do so because it helps out a lot of the 9 p.m. It's showtimes for Waterworld, wait times for the rides and attractions, mobile food ordering on the app, and a whole lot more. If you do have any questions about anything, you don't have to come up and find me. I'll be available once we get to the tram. Once again, my name is Tim. I look like this. That'll be me. I'd love to chat with you. And like I mentioned with Jaws, you can go to that website on your screen, uphed.com, if you're looking to purchase or watch any Universal movie. It's a good resource to have. You can even just ask somebody who works in one of the retail shops in the park. They can point you in the right direction as well. Once we come to a full and complete stop around the corner in the plaza, Plaza. One of our studio tour ambassadors will be over to open up the gate for you. Until then, just remain seated. Once that gate is open, though, please watch your step off the train. Make sure you have all the snap it up with you. And those 3D glasses we gave you, you're going to see bins that we do actually put those and only those inside of right next to the trains. But on behalf of our driver Jesse, myself, your tour guide Tim, and everyone here at the studio tour, I hope you enjoyed yourself out there in the movie. And you can have a train-tastic rest of your day. As we say in the movies, though, y'all, that is a wrap.
మన దగ్గరే ఉంది అది పక్కకి ఏది ఉందో అది చూసుకుందాం. అరే 80% ఎక్కించా బంద్ చేస్తున్నా.